Dirtle Magic. Hello and welcome back. You can follow our post on Twitter and Facebook at DirtleMTG to stay up to date on our latest videos and other posts, and you can join a more robust discussion about Casual Commander at our blog, TheDiceBag.blog. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content to help the channel and the blog grow. Another way you can support the channel, though, is through our affiliate links in the description below. If you're looking for single sealed product or gaming accessories to protect all of that glory, please consider clicking the links in the description. Now, grab some spells, it's time to dirtle. Hello and welcome back to Dirtle Magic. Today we're playing some Kunoros, Hound of Athreos. Looking at our opening hand, we do have a lot of lands, some card draw and some removal. I think we can risk this, assuming we get some equipment. Let's go ahead and keep. So this deck is kind of like a Voltron with backups, Hate Bear at the front end, good at combat deck. It's a weird kind of deck I've been going back and forth on for years. So just wanted to try it out. Did make a few changes. I think I would want to put a lot of Swords of X and Y in here, but they seem to be clunky in high numbers, so I think we're better off just going with like things that give protection or other on-hit kind of abilities, but I have a few in here. We'll see if they come up in the deck. Our commander is Kunoros, the Hound of Athreos, 1 white black for legendary 3/3 and legendary creature dog. No longer a hound. I don't know if that's an upgrade or a downgrade, really. Oh, we have Summer's Pact on the first turn. I imagine that's out of King Kenrith. We did have a small game where things just didn't go so well. So they will have to pay 2 green on their upkeep. If they don't, they lose the game. They're probably going to lose the game then. Our turn is first. Let's go Scoured Barrens, gain that 1 life, and pass it off. As I was saying, though, Kunoros, Hound of Athreos is a dog now. 1 white black for legendary 3/3 with Vigilance, a Menace, and Lifelink. Creature cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield, and players can't cast spells from graveyards. Our first opponent, Forest in play. Volo, Guide to Monsters, 2 green-blue for legendary 3/2 human wizard. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a type with a creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard, copy that spell. 2 King Kenrith, they cannot pay for that at all, so they lose the game. They did that last time too. I don't know what's up with that. To our next opponent is Akiri, Fearless Voyager. 1 red-white for legendary 3/3 core warrior. Whenever you attack a player with 1 or more equipped creatures, draw a card. White, you may attach an equipment from a creature you control. If you do, tap that creature and game's indestructible until end of turn. Interesting. Command Beacon to play for them. We get Stonehewer Giant on the draw. Let's do Temple of Silence. Get some Scry. It's a swamp. I think we're good on lands for now. And we'll pass it off. Stonehewer Giant will be great. Stoneforge Mystic would be better at this point in the game, though. To Volo's turn. Let's see what's going to happen. Do love the art on those lands. Nescent Metamorph. Ha! It's the little newt frog thing. Let's see what it does. Whenever it attacks or blocks, target opponent reveals the top card of the library until they reveal a creature card. This becomes a copy of that till turn. That player puts all cards revealed this way on the bottom of the library in a random order. Okay, so we do have some ETBs. Don't have to worry about those then. Although we do have Virtus in the deck. Akiri's turn sees no lands. That's unfortunate. We get Sword of Hearth and Home. There's one of the swords anyway. Let's go ahead, play a Swamp. Get down our commander. Hope it doesn't get nuked out of existence. And pass it off. Ready to go. Volo's turn, we have an attack. And a trigger. It's off into Akiri. They will target us to reveal cards. Let's see, they get a Noxious Gearhulk. Good thing there's no ETB there. Although we do lose it, it goes to the bottom. Sad face. We also lose Bloodforged Battle Axe. Another sad face. Akiri takes 5 down to 35. Rolling on over to them. I do hope they get a land. Volo also didn't play land on their turn, so that is somewhat concerning. Well, there's a Fabled Passage. That's better than nothing. Akiri cracks it. Plains into play tapped. To our turn, we get Rogue's Passage. That's cool. Let's go ahead and play a Plains. Let's go ahead and play Shroud Senior Artificer. And go to attacks. We'll attack into Volo. Up to 3 commander, down to 37. We gain 3 life up to 44. Let's pass it off. We do have mana up for Despark. Just in case, next turn, enough mana for Sword of Hearth and Home to the equip. And then, I mean, we have Blinking, but there's nothing really to be done about that yet. However, it does help ramp us, which is fantastic. We have another attack. It's off into us this time. Let's see who they target with the ability. It will be us. Let's see what we reveal. Hopefully nothing too damaging. It is Sun Titan. I think we'll just take the 6. That's no big deal. And there we go, down to 38. Akiri's turn sees Boros Signet come down. Still not another land drop from Volo. Still not another land drop yet from Akiri, but at least they got a signet out of it. To our turn, we get the Mask of Avacyn. It's there for the hexproof. Let's go ahead and go Rogue's Passage. Get down the sword. We get to draw a card. It's Vault of the Archangel. Volo looks like, yep, they have a counterspell. Sad face. Okay, then let's go ahead and go for the Mask of Avacyn. We draw in Burial Rites. A little bit of an oboe with our commander, but that's okay. Our commander tends to not live. Let's attack Volo again. Damage is good, up to 6 commander, down to 34. We'll pass it off. We are back up to 41. It's a Rex Sage. I imagine they'll be going after the mask. That's fine though. Yes, they are. And there it goes to the bin. So Kunoros does have a slight sub-theme of recurring things from the graveyard to the battlefield, because Kunoros himself only hates on creatures, so you can recur everything else. We have the attack of Volo again, with the little frog newt. They are targeting us again. Let's go ahead and see what they get. It's Vizkopa Guildmage. Yeah, let's just go ahead and block and kill it this time. Kunoros into the intercept. Bite 'em, boys. Okay, frog newt thing is down. We gain 3 more life, up to 44. Over to Akiri. At least they can summon their commander now. 3 drop commanders for the win. We have Fervent Champion come down. This is a human knight. She is not a knight, just wondering. First strike in haste. Whenever it attacks another target attacking knight you control gets 1/0 till end of turn. Equip abilities you activate that target this costs 3 less to cast. Ooh, Sigarda's Aid. That's actually something I just realized I forgot to put in here. Probably need to do that. No attacks out of Akiri. Nice turn though. Looks like it's going to be fairly low to the ground, so good thing. We get Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts. Let's play a Temple of the False God. We'll play Stonehewer Giant. And let's go to attacks. Keep swinging into Volo. And I guess we'll send Shram over at Akiri, just to see if they want to block for any reason. Damage good all around. Volo up to 9, down to 31. Akiri down to 33, passing it off to Volo. We have Volo Guide to Monsters coming down. Okay, yeah, we'll probably despark it, but I want to wait until the end of Akiri's turn, see if they'll do anything to it. No attacks from Volo. I've played against Volo a few times. They are behind us on lands and developing their own board, but you don't let Volo live. It's just another one of those Simic commanders where you kill it repeatedly until it comes back no more. Hey, it's Shram Senior Edificer, old frame style. Let's see what else Akiri might do at the turn. I don't think they will do anything else, but holding up white for possibly a path to exile is always pretty good. That's the end of Akiri's turn. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Volo. It feels kind of bad just because they are so behind, but again, Volo can get way out of hand. Oh, apparently at some point they also played a Foretold card. That's interesting. Okay, let's do Terramorphic Expanse. We're going to be shuffling up the deck anyway with Stonehewer Giant, so not too terrible there. Let's go ahead and get... let's get Plains. Let's go to attacks. Kunoros into Volo, Stonehewer Giant, off into the Akiri player. Volo attempts to block, but we have Menace, so nothing will work there. In response to no blocks, let's go ahead and activate the Stonehewer Giant. Let's get the Sword of Truth and Justice. It gets equipped to Kunoros. It now has protection from white and blue, 2/2, and we get 1 counter and get to proliferate. What's important here is that we get to get protection from Path to Exile. Alright, damage is good, let's pass it off. Volo up to 14 commander damage, down to 26, Akiri down to 29. We have Return to Nature, destroying our sword. Ah, our poor artifacts keep dying. It'll be fun once we can recur them, but for now, no bueno. Depart the Realm. Return it to our hand, Foretell. Okay, so no commander attacks, that's kind of alright. Does mean we don't have haste though, although I suppose we could get haste with the Stonehewer Giant, just get some Swifty boots on there, could be good. Over to Akiri's turn. I do want to note that says attach it to a creature you control. Because it doesn't target, you can actually get around Lightning Greaves with Stonehewer Giant. To Akiri's turn, we have Swifty Boots for them, they get to draw a card. Sigarda's Aid will trigger, they get to attach it to a creature they control, it'll be to Shram. And we have Path to Exile on our Stonehewer Giant, that's a sad phase. We'll go ahead and get a land out of it. Why not? Let's go Swamp. We have an attack, Fervent Champion off into the Volo player. No blocks out of Volo, they will be taking 1. Down to 25, coming to our turn. We get another land. Yeah, getting pretty full on those lands. Let's play Plains. Let's play Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts. hopefully offering us a little bit of protection, and then we'll recast our commander. Alright, let's just pass it off. Over to Volo's turn. There's a land drop. I was just about to comment they are a little bit behind there. Although I would like to draw less lands ourselves at this point. Of one mind, cost 2 us to cast if you control a human creature and a non-human creature. Draw 2 cards. Nothing else out of Volo. Over to Akiri. 7 cards in hand after the draw. Still hasn't gotten to a 3rd land yet. A little bit concerning. Sculpting Steel into play. It gets to copy Boral Signet. Rolling on over to us. Hopefully it's not a land, it's Mortify. Okay, would have preferred an equipment, but that's not bad. Let's do Vault of the Archangel. And we could do Sigarda's Aid, destroy that. Seems like a good idea. But for now, let's just go ahead and attack. Teysa off into Akiri, Kunoros off into Volo. Teysa does have Vigilance and Protection from creatures, they cannot block. Kunoros has Menace, they will be unable to block. Let's go ahead and activate our Vault of the Archangel for some redundant life gain. Damage is good, we're up to 59, Volo up to 17, Commander down to 22, Akiri down to 25, pass it off. We have Null Tread Gargantuan coming into play. I remember that card. They'll have to put Rex Age on top of the library. I don't think they're going to be too sad about having to draw that again. Over to Akiri's turn, they are up to 4 mana now, 7 cards in hand. Hopefully they play a land. They do, it's a Rogue's Passage. I can see many similarities between our decks. We have Maul of the Skyclave, something I have not yet considered. When it enters the battlefield attached to a creature you control, it gets 2/2 flying and first strike. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. Oh, we have a Black Blade Reforged as well. Alright, so yeah, we can't have them auto-equipping that yet. That's just bad. No bueno. Get rid of Sigarda's Aid. And it goes down. Thankfully. Okay, swinging into us. It is. Let's just take it, and it should be destroyed. We take 4 down to 55. Teysa says no. Get your butt down. Shram dies. I do love Teysa. She doesn't always work out, but she is always something you have to consider. We also get a Spirit Flying that we get to block with. Rolling over to our turn. Please don't, it's a land. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, that just kind of sucks. Let's get to swinging. Unfortunately, we are like 1 away from killing Volo. That's a little bit sad. Let's go ahead and swing at him again, though. To the attacks, Teysa and the Spirit also off into Akiri. No blocks, let's go ahead and activate the Vault again. Damage is good, we're up to 63, Volo up to 20, Commander down to 19, Akiri down to 20. To Volo's turn, that's a 7th land into play, good on him. They could resummon their Commander, but at this point I don't know if it's going to be fast enough to save them from us, so I doubt that's what they're going to do. We have Reef Worm. Yeah, that'll be good. Luckily we have Rogue's Passage, so not too worried about them. Akiri, on the other hand, with that Black Blade Reforged, is a little bit troublesome. Nothing more from Volo. Over to Akiri. And hopefully they don't smack us for like a bunch of damage. On the bright side, Black Blade Reforged is only giving +3/+3. So I'm not too worried about it. Oh, sorry, 4/4. But in either case, the Maul of the Skyclaves, I definitely need to consider that for the deck. Just having that flying. I've played with Yannette before. Flying with Vigilance and Menace, it gets your damage through. People just underrate Menace. I'm telling you, it's fantastic most of the time. We have Hammer of the Zon. Hey, we have that in here. Unfortunately, it also means it will not be killed by Teysa. So, oh well, what can you do? To the attacks, they do not equip the Black Blade Reforged. Has me a little bit worried. And no attacks out of them. To our turn, we get yet another land. Okay, planes into play. Let's go ahead and attack, do what we did before. However, everybody has mana up, so I am somewhat concerned. Attack into Volo, hopefully take them out of the game. Attack into the Akiri player. Well, sure, why not? Oop, right, forgot about the double block. So we'll give Kunoros the Death Touch lifelink. Not much of an issue there. Okay, so they bought themselves 2 turns because I screwed that up. We'll put Kunoros back in the command zone for now. I'd rather hang on to Burial Rites in case they die again. We're up to 71. Akiri down to 15. No damage through the Volo because, yeah, I just plain screwed that up. We have Growth Spiral. Again, I have to ask, why is that card even used? I've used it a lot before in trying to figure out why. It's just, I don't like it. That's just my thing though. Full Flowering, populate 2 times. Yeah, definitely need to remember the Rogue's Passage this time. I really hope we don't draw a land next and get something like, I don't know, just about anything besides land would be fantastic. Hey, mountain into play for Akiri. It's a blasphemous act. Okay, well, we have burial rights for that. Unfortunately, the fish will all repopulate, so I don't know if that was intended or not to try to kill us, but that's a pretty good strat right there. Sword of Body and Mind coming down as well. That's not a sword we have in here. It mills and makes a body, but it's not terribly useful to our strategy. Maul of the Skyclaves being equipped, it gets an additional 2/2 flying. Okay, so probably into us. That's what I wager. They're off into us. They're also making a deal with the other player. Yeah, that's fair. Unfortunately, our domination of the game ended actually some turns ago, unbeknownst to them, because we keep drawing some flippin' lands. We'll be taking 7. Oof, down to 64. They're going to mill some cards from us. That's a sad face. Although maybe we'll get some cool creature. Let's see, we have Mangara. That's always nice. And unfortunately, not much else. Commander's Plate is always sad. Sad to see that go. To our turn, we get yet another land. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and do the things. And recur some stuff. Let's do Mangara. Flashback the Unburial Rights. To Teysa. And we don't quite yet have enough for our commander, so let's just go ahead and pass it off. Over to Volo's turn. 3/6/6s is nothing to sneeze at right now, and if they hit us and Teysa kills them, they become 9/9s. It's not my favorite. It's Volo coming down for that player. That's also not my favorite. I just want to note, I've also always wanted to do a people and things sitting tribal deck, so that's nice. We have an attack. Whale off into us, sure. Let's go ahead and block it. Okay, we take nothing. Over to Akiri's turn. I imagine they only attacked us with 1, so we wouldn't draw any cards. That's a little unfortunate, but yeah, I don't want to take all that to the face. We have Akiri Fearless Voyager coming down for that player, first time this game. I was really excited about this card. It ebbs and flows, but it's still a pretty good card. Ooh, we have Smothering Tithe, and we get to draw a card. Fantastic. It's another frickin' land. Okay. Yeah, we don't run Exsanguinate in here. We do run Heliod's Intervention, which would be fantastic right now. Unfortunately, it's on the bottom of our deck. We have an attack. It's a guy doing the things. We'll just be taking it, unfortunately for us. Damage is good. We're down to 57. Teysa will attempt to smack them around a bit, but they'll just laugh in her face. We'll also mill 10 cards. We do still get the Spirit, though, which is nice. Okay, so some lands. Keeper of the Accord, that's fine. Revenge of Ravens, Generous Gift. Noxious Gearhulk would have been good. To our turn, we get yet another Swamp. This is severely disappointing. Let's go ahead and play for that Tithe trigger. They don't need any more mana. Go to attacks. Let's smack Akiri in the face. Let's play Field of Ruin. And go ahead and use it. Blow up their Rogue's Passage on Akiri's side. They'll be able to go get a land. And hopefully that will help shuffle our deck to the point where we stop drawing some lands. We ourselves will get a swamp though, and we'll pass it off after that. To Volo's turn. They could start trying to overwhelm us. Between the two of them, we're just not drawing anything besides the frickin' lands, so... mass removal would be fine with me. Preferably Heliod's Intervention though, because we can try to take out the Volo player. Last turn, should have also summoned our commander, I now realize. Decisive Denial. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Okay. Teysa and the whale slap each other around some more. Yeah, no, protection from creatures will protect them from anything a creature does. Second spell for the turn, that's Acidic Slime. They're probably going to blow up our Rogue's Passage if I had to wager. They also get to blow up something else. Attacking our lands is no bueno, but I guess we did do the same thing. The card drawn is another land because our deck hates us. We'll go ahead and pay for the Tithe. First Acidic Slime into play, let's see where it's going. Okay, they're going after artifacts, that's nice. Swiftfoot Boots on Akiri's side, I can live with that. Second Acidic Slime into play, let's see where else that's going. To the Sword of Body and Mind. That makes a lot of sense for Volo. Okay, good, we didn't have to get rid of the Archangel or the Rogue's Passage. I can appreciate that. Let's see if they're going to attack. They are going to attack. It's off into us with one whale so far. And another whale. And a third whale. We get to draw a card. Fancy that. Hey, it's not a land. It's actually some more card draw. We'll pay 2 for the Tithe. Let's activate Vault of the Archangel. Might as well. Let's go ahead. We're going to be getting some spirits off of here, so I don't feel like there's a reason to necessarily take too much damage. We are down to 56, and there are some triggers. Okay, so we do blow up one. They all die, and he gets the 9/9 Kraken creature tokens. We also get replacement spirits, so that's nice. Over to Akiri's turn. At least we have a flyer to defend ourselves. Next turn, our commander and Esper Sentinel, hopefully not drawing another land again, but yeah, I've probably said that too much already in this video. Stone Hero Giant coming down for them. Now I feel a little bit left out. Blackblade Reforged onto their flying indestructible knight. Let's see where they're going. It's off into us. We will chump. We take no damage, thankfully. To our turn, we get another land. Alright, something's rigged. Something's got to be rigged here. So let's play a Emergent Zone, I think. Recast our commander. And play the Esper Sentinel. Let's go to attacks. Attack into Akiri. The sooner we can get them dead, the better. Damage is good there, down to 7. Let's pass it off and hope we don't die this coming round on the table. Rampaging Baloth's coming down. That's going to be problematic, especially since they'll be having 2. However, if they can't remove our commander and our Rogue's Passage, we pretty much have it in the bag against the Volo player. I would probably just let them swarm us, maybe block some of the 9/9s just so we can get some more stuff going down. Ah, there's Esper Sentinel. Sad face. They're going to blow it up. Unless they want to blow up Blackblade. I'd be fine with that too. Sword of Sinew and Steel. That'll be helpful. We'll pay for the Tithe trigger. Okay, first trigger to the stack. Where will it go? Yep, there goes the Sentinel. Didn't even get to do its job. That's such a sadness. And the second trigger off into Maw of the Skyclaves. That works for me. Now we can block their knight. Unfortunately, I anticipate a Sword of Light and Shadow coming up. That would be disappointing. Conversely, any sort of protection from white would be disappointing. Let's see if Volo is going to attack anywhere. We can... Oh, they're not. Okay. So, leaving it all up to Akiri, more or less. That takes a lot of pressure off us, because we can just kill them next turn. They are out of mana. Felidar Retreat coming down for Akiri. I also do want to point out that the Rampaging Baloths did not get an extra token. I don't know why. I assume there's a beast in the graveyard then. Ah, yes, there it is. Nulltrud Gargantuan. Shadow Spirit coming down as well. I don't remember if that's in here or not either. We get Steel Hellkite on the draw. Smothering Tithe triggers. Do we want to pay, though? I think we will pay for it. Hammer of Nazan will trigger. That's unfortunate. That also means they're going to get some lifelink. Boo. Stone Hero Giant is being activated. Let's see what they get out of it. I'm still thinking Sword of Protection from white and other things. It's Sword of Feast and Famine. Good all-around sword. The most expensive, if I remember correctly, as well. Turns out untapping your mana and being able to do more stuff is fantastic. Is it off into us? It is. Okay, let's see what kind of abilities it has. Protection from black and green, indestructible, trample, and lifelink. If it wasn't for the trample, I would just chump here. But since it does have trample, I'm not going to waste Mangara on the block. Damage is good. We're down to 45. They're up to 18. Teysa again tries to slap it and it laughs in its face. We do get a spirit though. Sword of Feast and Famine will trigger as well. Orzhov Guildgate to the graveyard. Land into play. Felidar Retreat will trigger. They get a kitty. Stonehaven Outfitter. Equipped creatures you control get 1/1. Whenever a equipped creature you control dies, draw a card. Giselle the Broken Blade. They're going for broke now. The lifelink again is troublesome. Endless Atlas coming down. We have Smothering Tithe trigger again. I think we're going to let him have it this time. I think we're going to need the mana this turn. We did get Ghostly Prison. Let's play a Swamp. All the mana's tapped down. No counter magic. Works for me. Sword of Steel and Sinew. Let's go. Let's make Kunoros unblockable. Taking Volo out of the game at this point, I don't know if it's the best idea, but I do want to not have to worry about them as well. And Volo goes down. Good game to our opponent. We get some sword triggers. No Planeswalkers to kill, but we do have our choice of artifacts. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Shadow Sphere. And in the second main, let's go ahead and play Ghostly Prison. Pass it off. Inventor's Fair will trigger. Akiri will gain 1 life. 2 cards in hand after the draw. That works for me. Probably less chance of removal, but you never know. Land into play. Felidar Retreat will make another kitty. Cliffhaven Kite Sail. Here's a battlefield attached to a creature you control. The equipped creature has flying. Stonehero Giant is being activated. This is probably going to be very bad. Luxon Warhammer, more lifelink. Yeah, the tides have turned. Without a board wipe, I do think we are not long for this world. Maybe have 3 turns, perhaps. Okay, let's see him attack. We cannot block, and it cannot be destroyed. We are down to 31. Teysa again tries to slap it, and the Fervent Champion laughs in our face. We will have to discard a card, and they get to untap all of their lands. Let's discard a swamp. To the second main, let's see if they do anything with it. They do not. Rolling on over to us. We get Mask of Memory. Okay, there's some card draw, not too bad. Let's go ahead and pay for the Tithe Trigger. Play the Mask of Memory, and then we'll equip it to Teysa. Go to the attacks. We'll attack with Teysa, of course. Let's go ahead and activate the Vault of the Archangel. Might as well gain some life off of this. We have some triggers. Let's go ahead and do Sword of Sinew and Steel first. And let's blow up the Black Blade Reforged or the Hammer. Yeah, let's blow up the Hammer. That way if they hit us again, it'll just die. Let's draw some cards. Savant's Reclamation and Verse the Veiled. Let's discard Virtus. I just don't think that's going to be as helpful right now. We'll let them have the treasure. Okay, we're back up to 37. They're down to 24. We have Steel Hellkite to buy us a turn, plus Savant's Reclamation. Let's see what we have in the graveyard real quick. And we'll pass the turn there. We will probably survive for about 2 more turns, but it really depends on what they can tutor out of their deck. End of turn, it looks like they're going to crack that Inventor's Fair for a tutor. Or 2 tutor, rather. Yep, there it goes. I don't remember if that's in this deck or not. We aren't running so many artifacts. They get Darksteel Plate. Kinda saw that one coming. They draw a card with Endless Atlas. To their turn. So I think on this next go, we will destroy the Luxon Warhammer, because the Trample and the Lifelink are just no bueno. And we just gotta slowly try to eke out destroying their artifacts, assuming that we can get rid of them. Sun Titan into play though, that will bring back any number of problematic things. Unfortunately, our Sun Titan got put to the bottom of the deck. Our Stonehewer Giant got destroyed. Yeah, unfortunately, we were fast out onto the table and became very vulnerable that way. Darksteel Plate coming down. We get to draw a card. Its Bloodforged Battle Axe could be good had it been earlier. Also, I do not see what Sun Titan got back. Should have come straight to the battlefield. Had they picked a creature though, Kunoros would have said no. Darksteel Plate will auto-equip. It's a sad face. Land into play, they get a kitty. Fervent Champion off into us. They do have to pay 2 to attack. There they go. And you know what? I think we will not block. We will get another Spirit to defend ourselves and have to discard a card. Let's get rid of the swamp. We are down to 21. They're up to 40. It's a sad face. Arcane Signet coming down for them. To our turn, we get Path to Exile. That's nice. We will not pay for the Tithe. Let's play the Bloodforged Battle Axe and equip it to Teysa. Let's do Rogue's Passage, Steel Hellkite, and swing. Go Teysa, go Steel Hellkite, a number of triggers to the stack. Let's go ahead and get a new Battle Axe. We'll destroy the Black Blade Reforged, why not? And we get to draw some cards and discard one. Let's go ahead and discard Savant's Reclamation, it has flashback. We will not pay for the Tithe triggers. Let's go ahead and activate the ability on Steel Hellkite. Let's put 1 into it. Okay, we get rid of some things. Kite Scale, Cigar's Aid, that's pretty good. And then let's make sure to get rid of their Sun Titan. I don't really want any of that coming back. Oh, looks like we have an activation in response. It's Sword of War and Peace, that's a pro-white. Okay, let's see. We could gain some life on the attack and stuff. I think let's just go ahead and equip the Battle Axe to Teysa. And let's pass it off there. We do have Teferi's Protection in hand, so if we really need to fog this next turn, that's fine. End of turn, we have an Endless Atlas activation. They will draw a card. To Akiri's turn proper, slowly getting rid of their stuff. Sun Titan can bring back only one thing at a time, but it is a powerful effect, which is why you see it so often. Land into play, they get another kitty. Stonehero Giant being activated yet again. It's a Helm of the Host. That's going to be unfortunate. Helm of the Host will trigger, it'll be a new Sun Titan. It's the Black Blade Reforged again. Yeah, probably a T protection again with the Steel Hellkite again. Probably blow up. I don't even know what MV we need at this point. Okay, we have a trigger. That's cool, I guess. We are going to T protect though. Hey, Stoneforge Mystic. You don't say. We will not pay for the Tithe. T protection saved my face. We are as ghosts to our enemies. Resolute Archangel enters the battlefield. If your life total is less than, it becomes your starting life total. That's a sad face. They're up to 40. Ugh. We phase back in, it's Evolving Wilds. We'll not pay for the tithe. Let's go Stoneforge Mystic. Let's grab Trailblazer's Boots. Godsend doesn't seem all that good at the moment. Evolving Wilds in play and we'll crack it. We'll get a Plains. Let's play Sun Titan. What do we want to get back with it? Purchase would be good if we had the haste. Let's go Sword of Hearth and Home. Gives us a blink effect when we connect. Let's go ahead and equip it to the Steel Hellkite. Let's attack. Forgot about their red flyer. That makes things a little bit more difficult. Okay, we have a number of triggers. Let's stack it out. Let's get rid of that Helm of the Host. It's going to be a giant pain in the butt. Let's get a basic land. We'll get a Plains. With the Sun Titan trigger, we'll get a Swamp. And then with Mask of Memory, we will draw some cards and discard some cards. Angel of Despair could be good. Trailblazer's Boots could also be good to help us close out this game real quick. Lifespan, target creature against protection. Don't think that's going to matter right now. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. We will not pay for the tithe triggers. Let's go with X equals 0 on our Steel Hellkite. Get rid of their tokens, their treasure. The problem is, I think we're about to die, because we can't chump the Fervent Champion because of that protection from black, and the Sun Titan has protection from white. Okay, let's just play Trailblazer's Boots and pass it off. We are probably dead here, but at least it was a really interesting game. Who knows, maybe they will mess it up somehow. I doubt it though, although it'd be nice. We have Aldrich Lunok Marshall. Yeah, there it is. Protection. That will finish us off real good. Stonehero Giant is being activated again. It's Ember Cleave. Ooh, double strike for everything too. 2 combat, Aldrich Lunok Marshall will trigger for the first and most likely the last time of this game. Oh, my mistake. It doesn't share the protections. That's considered effort. So, I'm pretty sure we're still dead. But let's see how things go. Yeah, the Fervent Champion is enough to kill, so unless we get super lucky and draw Swords to Plowshares, we're not getting anywhere. Nope, Swords to Plowshares is in the graveyard. That's sad face. Haunted Crossroads. Yep, no recursion right now. And there we go. Good game to our opponent. I will give it to them for staying in and whatnot. I do want to draw a card though. Let's see what we get. Return to Dust. I was just thinking, watch, it will be Heliod's Intervention or Return to Dust. Possibly because saved our butts, but what can you do? As far as the deck goes, I like the premise of the deck. I'm always trying to tweak it and build it out. This deck, like I said, has been going back and forth over the fence and under the fence and whatever have you for a long time. I do think I messed up with maybe a lot of the targets with the Sword of Steel and Sinew. I'm actually not used to getting my swords online for so long, so there's that. And there it is, 1 point to us, 4 points to the winner. Sweet. We were just discussing how great this game was. This was a really enjoyable game. Back and forth. Yeah, like I said though, I think I made some play mistakes. But this deck's always changing and I never really get to practice it with a set list. Let's go ahead and take a look at that list though, and see what we might be able to change. Okay, here's the list. We do have some things that destroy stuff. It probably does need more removal or more efficient removal. I only worked on it a little bit before the video, putting in like Slash the Ranks, putting in Esper Sentinel wasn't in here when I first created the deck a while back. I forgot Servine's Reclamation is a no-bo with our commander, so we can take that out right now. And yeah, use something else probably. So basically what the deck tries to do is protect us with a little bit of Pill Fort so we can have our commander go in with its innate evasion, give it some extra protection, some extra oomph, and start killing people. There are some other things I would consider for the deck, maybe some more Double Strike, obviously maybe another tutor or two because it is a Voltron strategy, it is kind of weak. Another thing is we only have 37 lands and we just kept hitting all the lands and I don't quite know what that was about, but I mean, what can you do? Otherwise, for equipment itself, Godsend, I'm probably going to put in a different kind of sword. Godsend's cool and all, but it's not doing anything. Commander's Plate likewise didn't do too much in the deck, but it's too good not to really include at such a low cost, so it's staying in. Mortify out for Anguished Unmaking, perhaps. I would like to put Vindicate in here, but I don't currently have one online. Vindicate is sorcery speed, but it does get rid of lands, so I do like that. Generous Gift likewise also gets rid of lands. I like to have a little bit of land destruction in the deck. In either case, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't really see Kunoros a lot. It's actually pretty good in 1 versus 1 against a lot of strategies. I don't really play 1 versus 1. I accidentally clicked on it one day and played it, and it was fantastic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you saw any cards that you want to purchase for yourself, sealed product, or gaming accessories to protect all of that glory, please consider using the affiliate link for TCG Player down in the description below. It helps out the channel, doesn't cost you anything extra. And remember, I also have started a blog for more robust discussions where we can talk about the casual side of Commander and maybe things that are just going on, maybe review some cards. I just like to write about this. I like to talk about Magic. So if you want to check that out, that'll be a link in the description below for that as well. Please go ahead and check that out. Until the next video, I'll see you then. Stay safe out there.